I have this quilt here to share with you and talk with you a little bit about tonight. It's brand new. You are some of the first people to see it. And it's titled Give Rise. I was looking for words that matched this ladder symbol, and I really like the word rise. And I came across this phrase, give rise, which suggests the creation of an opportunity, or to make something happen, or to make space for something to happen. And I thought that that was really a nice phrase and a good title. So for me, this personal symbol of the ladder, which I use regularly in my work, is about getting from one place to another. And also, well, I have three little descriptions or metaphors about the ladder that I'll share with you. So the first is that what's at the top of the ladder is not necessarily any better or more important than what's at the bottom of the ladder. So often in my quilts, the design suggests that. So I always am keeping that in mind in my life when I'm making choices about how I want to spend my time and where I want to go. So the second little metaphor about ladders that I'll share with you is that there's a absolutely breathtaking sculpture of a ladder at the Fort Worth Modern Art Museum by American artist Martin Puryear. And it is a wooden sculpture where each of the two long rungs of the ladder are one branch of a tree that has been sliced in half. And it's probably 3 stories tall, and it narrows at the top, and it's in a beautiful concrete alcove, and you can walk all the way around it at the ground level. And then there's also a raised second floor where you can look down at it, and it's absolutely stunning. It's one of my favorite pieces to see when I visit this particular museum. Sometimes they take it off exhibit because they have something visiting that's perfect for that concrete alcove, and I always miss it when it's not there. So another thing that's interesting about Martin Puryear's ladder, which is titled Ladder for Booker T. Washington, is that it's suspended. So in this alcove, it's actually hanging off the ground. And in doing some reading about this sculpture, an art critic said that maybe it is suspended because when you are getting ready to get on the ladder, you have to make a big leap, or you have to get a hand up. And I just thought that that was quite a wonderfully inspiring, provocative way to think about a ladder. So the third metaphor I have about a ladder is a little bit in a newsletter that came to me from one of my favorite authors, Robin Sloan. And he was writing about ladders and this idea that when you've reached the next level, you've climbed your ladder to the next level, you can leave the ladder there for others to join you, or you can pull it up so that you have a little bit of a head start on everybody else. Maybe there's a right or wrong choice there depending on the situation. He suggested a third option, and that was that while you're at that level, how about you make yourself a little ladder factory and you just start sending ladders down. And I thought that that was pretty cool, this idea of a ladder factory. And so there's lots of ladders in my quilts, and I like to try to challenge myself to be building a ladder factory, not just on my quilts, but in the rooms and the communities that I have the pleasure of being in. So I think that Sacred Threads definitely feels to me like a ladder factory. Okay.